r/AskReddit by Redmond ETS. People of Reddit, whether it's you or someone else, what is your strangest experience with public nudity? Brit here. Had a mate whose mum was French. They would spend holidays over there with relatives. When we were about 14-15, he invited me to go with them one summer. The weather was amazing, and his mum spent most of the time in the garden naked. Haha, he was mortified. I didn't mind. You mean other than being caught having sex in public? In the mid-1990s, there was a 30-ish-year-old man walking naked through the German city of Bad Oeynhausen quite regularly. Hiking boots, backpack, and, no, nothing else, just hiking boots and backpack. He was a bit part of the landscape. There is no law forbidding you to be naked in Germany. The police only acts if someone complains. I guess that's the reason for the backpack. He probably had a set of clothes in it. I must have seen him 100 times, and my girlfriend and all the other girls agreed that he was spectacular of sorts. I worked at a pizza place for a bit, and a homeless guy came in, took his order and told him odd amount. He very slowly counted his money and dropped his quarter. I told him to not worry about the coin, I'll make up whatever he didn't have. Nope. He quietly bent over to pick it up, but acted like a girl learning how to pick stuff up with super long nails and couldn't scoop it up. I spoke up again and told him not to worry about it, and he didn't budge, kept trying. It was the middle of rush hour, but I had never met this homeless person before, so I didn't know how to talk to him without knowing if he gets aggressive. So I gave him a second, but then his pants dropped, underwear and all. Didn't stop him from picking up his quarter, kept going even with his thing hanging all out bent over. I called the assistant manager over. He had no clue what to do too. All of us were stunned. We even offered to just give him the pizza. We will deal with the GM's pissy attitude later about giving it for free. But he didn't want to give up on that quarter. He got it after a few minutes, but he even took the time to give me a sticker off the floor, so he paid his debt for his pizza. I've encountered people having sex in different public locations. I just felt a little awkward, but moved on with my day. I don't know why I wouldn't do that, but to each their own, lol. Saw an old man walking around a store I was working at with his dong out. Not a fan of it, but won some money on a bet about it. Please elaborate on the nature of the bet. Me and my co-worker put $10 on it. I said the guy wouldn't notice until he left the store, and my co-worker said he would notice. One of our co-workers told him right as he was leaving, and after a debate, I won the money. Mine wasn't too strange, I think, but I was at this party and these two chicks, not bad looking, took their tops off and let people do shots out their belly buttons and let people lick their nipples. And two hella gross big guys smell like BO and chain smoking cigarettes take their turn. Then the girls recognized me and told me to go next. I swear I only did a small shot, no nipple licking, and felt still freaking gross following after those two. There was a naked drunk girl riding a car like a surfboard the wrong way up Elm Street in Dallas one time. Driver realized the mistake and tried to back into a pay lot to turn around. When everyone rounded the corner, she had passed out on the roof. That one was memorable. Got on a free Ferris wheel at a music festival with my partner. Unknown woman in a trench coat got on the other side of the cabin thing. She has a blank starter backpack and a trench coat. The trench came off and an old film camera came out, and she started taking selfies fully naked across from us. She was holding the camera lens staring straight up her unshaven kitty along with a few other angles until it stopped. People were laughing from below who had seen it. The Ferris wheel stopped. She still said nothing, put her coat on and walked off into the festival. I was in India back in 05, staying in a ramble in Goa for a bit. I was walking down the beach in the morning, no one else in sight. A naked Indian man came out of the palm trees holding a large snake by the tail. He walked into the ocean and set it in. Then just walked back into the palm trees. Never acknowledged me. I didn't swim in the ocean again. Went to a special screening of the 2019 Belgian movie Patrick. The movie is set in a naturist campground. So the cinema decided they would do a special screening where the audience would nude up. Bring a towel to sit on, find a seat, get your kit off and watch the movie. Quite an interesting experience to be in a full cinema with everyone tackle out. 8 AM on a weekday. Saw a guy running full speed down the street naked while holding his clothes. Running like his girlfriend's husband came home from work unexpectedly. When Ontario legalized allowing women to go topless in public. It was a very hot summer. I was sitting at a stoplight and a highly attractive college girl standing at the light waiting to cross decided she was too hot and took her top off. Very impressive. Two guys ran into each other in the intersection while watching her. Crazy topless lady walking down the street, shouting at everything and everyone in the middle of London. I had to run buck naked and dripping wet through 3.5 feet of snow uphill around from the backside of a house to the front door in broad daylight, because my girlfriend and I were skinny dipping in the hot tub at her family's cabin in the mountains, and I accidentally locked the back door with our clothes and towels inside. Two instances come to mind. The first one was me and my at the time wife were in South Carolina for a wedding and staying at a hotel. Our last night there, we decided to go out to eat, get on the elevator, hit the button to close the door and, all of a sudden, the door to the stairway, which was directly across from the elevator, swings open and this naked guy hauls us into the elevator with an armful of clothes, gasping for breath, and telling us to hit the button for the second floor. We figured he was having a rendezvous with someone and got caught in the act, but didn't ask. The second one happened at a truck stop in Texas. I was sitting in the dining area waiting on my truck to get refueled, and this naked woman walked in, walked over to the counter, picked up a box of condoms, paid for them, smiled and waved at everyone and walked out. Admittedly, you do see some weird stuff at truck stops late at night. However, what made this one strange was it happened about 2 in the afternoon, and the diner area was pretty full. That's all folks. Thank you for watching. If you like videos like this one, why not like and subscribe for more? Have a nice evening.